Can I ask you something before the new month begins? What are you carrying out of the last one? Not the highlights. Not the things you would put in a summary or share with someone who asked how your month went. The real stuff, the disappointment that quietly settled in when something didn't work out the way you hoped. The unfinished things sitting on the edge of your mind. The version of yourself in certain moments of this past month that you are not entirely proud of. Most of us cross the threshold between one month and the next without really crossing it. We change the calendar and keep carrying the same weight. Same unresolved things. Same patterns. Same low-grade sense that we are circling something rather than entering it. A new date does not automatically produce a new beginning. But something else can. There is a practice older than calendars, the deliberate act of release. Of standing at the threshold between what was and what is next, looking honestly at what the last season held, and choosing to open your hands before you walk through. Not pretending it didn't happen. Not performing positivity about what was genuinely hard. But releasing it, the disappointments, the failures, the unfinished things, the grip on the familiar, so that your hands are actually open to receive what the new season has in it. God said it plainly through Isaiah, "Forget the former things, not because they didn't matter, but because He is doing a new thing." And the new thing requires new eyes. Eyes that are not so fixed on what was that they miss what is beginning. This prayer is for the threshold. For the honest release. For the open hands. Let's begin again. Father, I am standing at a threshold. Behind me, a season that held more than I anticipated when it began. More difficulty than I planned for, perhaps. More grace than I recognized in the middle of it. More growth than I will fully understand until I look back from a greater distance. A season that is closing whether I am ready for it to close or not. And ahead, something I cannot fully see yet. A new month, a new stretch of days, an unwritten portion of a story that is still being told. Empty in the way that a blank page is empty, not barren, but open. Full of the potential that only exists before the words arrive. I want to cross this threshold well. Not dragging the weight of what is behind me into what is ahead. Not so attached to the familiar shape of the last season that I miss the new thing you are doing in the next one. Not so afraid of the unknown that I stand in the doorway rather than walking through it. I am here, Lord. At the threshold. Ready, or trying to be. Show me how to begin again. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19. Father, before I release it, let me acknowledge it honestly. This past season was not nothing. It was not simply time that passed and is now irrelevant. It was life, real, textured, significant life, and it deserves to be seen before it is surrendered. There were things that went well. Answers to prayers I had stopped expecting. Moments of unexpected grace, the conversation that arrived at exactly the right time, the provision that came from a direction I was not watching, the strength that appeared in a season I thought would break me. I want to name those before I move on. I want to say thank you for what I am taking with me. There were things that did not go as I hoped. The plans that did not survive contact with reality. The goals that remain unfinished. The relationships that are still unresolved. The prayers that are still waiting for their answer. I want to name those too, not to carry them as accusations against your faithfulness, but to release them honestly rather than pretending they did not happen. And there were things I did not handle well. Words I should not have said. Choices I would make differently. The person I was in certain moments of this season who is not the person I want to take into the next one. I name those not in condemnation, you are not condemning me, but in the honesty that makes genuine new beginnings possible rather than just calendar change dressed up as transformation. Lord, I release this past season into your hands today. I release the disappointments. The things I prayed for and did not receive, the expectations that went unmet, the version of this season I had imagined that turned out to be different from the one I actually lived. I release the gap between what I hoped for and what happened, not with bitterness, but with the trust that your version of the season was not a mistake even where it differed from mine. I release the failures. The specific moments of this season that I would rather not bring into the next one, the ways I fell short, the patterns that persisted despite my intention to break them, the person I was when I was under pressure or afraid or tired. I release them to the God who redeems and does not condemn. Who uses the failures of one season as the formation for the next. I release the unfinished things. Not all of them will be completed, some threads do not resolve cleanly, some prayers are still being answered, some relationships are still in process. I release my need for everything to be tied up before I am permitted to begin again. Life does not resolve in neat chapters. New seasons begin inside ongoing stories. I release my grip on what was familiar. Even the difficult things become familiar, and familiarity creates its own attachment. The known difficulty is sometimes easier to hold on to than the unknown possibility. I release the comfort of the familiar shape of the last season and open my hands to what you have prepared for the next. Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23. I do not leave this season empty-handed. I carry forward what it built in me. The patience that formed under the sustained pressure. The faith that held through the sustained silence. The character that was shaped by the specific difficulty of these specific months. The lessons that only come from the kind of experience that could not have been taught any other way. I carry forward the evidence of your faithfulness. The record of what you did in this season, the answered prayers, the provision, the presence in the hard moments, becomes the foundation for the trust one bring into the next one. I do not need to start from nothing. I have a history with you. And that history argues for hope. I carry forward the people. The relationships that deepened in this season, the community that held me, the ones who were faithful when faithfulness was costly. Those I carry with gratitude and intention. And I carry forward the promises you have spoken, the ones that have not yet been fulfilled, the ones I am still standing on, the ones that belong to the season ahead rather than the season behind. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1 verse 6. Father, I open my hands to what is next. I do not know what it holds. I have learned, this past season, among other lessons, that my ability to predict what a season will contain is limited. What I thought would be hard turned out to be manageable. What I thought would be easy turned out to cost more than I expected. What I thought was the most important thing turned out to be preparation for something else entirely. So I come to this new season not with a tight agenda but with open hands. Give me what you have prepared. Lead me into what you have planned. Surprise me with what you have designed for this chapter that I could not have designed for myself. Give me fresh vision, not the recycled plans of previous seasons, not the same goals with new dates on them, but a genuinely new sense of what you are building and where you are going and what it looks like to participate in it. Give me fresh faith, the kind that is not worn down by the accumulated disappointments of previous seasons, but renewed at the source. Let me enter this new season with the expectation of someone who has not forgotten what you are capable of. Give me fresh grace, for myself and for others. The willingness to begin again. To try again. To extend to myself the same patience I would extend to anyone else who was doing their honest best with what they had. Lord, I bring you specifically what I am carrying across this threshold. The dream that survived the last season even though the conditions were not ideal for it, I bring it again. Still here. Still possible. Still in your hands. The relationship that needs attention in the season ahead, I bring it with the intention to show up differently than I did before. With more presence, more patience, more of the love that costs something real. The calling I sense but have not yet fully entered, I bring it with a renewed willingness. Less waiting for perfect conditions. More trust that obedience precedes clarity and that you reveal the path as I walk it rather than before. The health, the finances, the decisions that need to be made, I bring them all. None of it is too small for this prayer. None of it is outside your interest or beyond your care. Father, here I am. At the beginning of something new. Imperfect, carrying some things I could not fully put down, braver in some ways than I was this time last season and still uncertain in others. But present. Available. Willing to be led into whatever you have prepared for the days ahead. Do the new thing, Lord. I am watching for it. I will not mistake it for the old thing just because the new thing often arrives in ordinary clothes. I will not despise the small beginning because I know that the small beginning is where most of your best work starts. I am ready for what's next. Here I am. Amen. May the threshold you are crossing today be a real one. Not a calendar change with the same weight on the other side. A genuine release of what needs to be put down, what needs to be forgiven, what needs to be surrendered before your hands are open enough to receive what is next. May the new season hold what the last one was preparing you for. May the unanswered prayers of the last season find their resolution in this one. May the dream that survived the difficulty arrive at the conditions it was waiting for. May you enter these next weeks not with recycled plans and renewed willpower, but with genuinely open hands. The expectation of someone who knows what God is capable of because they have the record of what He has already done. He is doing a new thing. It is already springing up. Open your eyes to it. Here you are. Here He is. Begin. A new prayer goes up on this channel every single day, for the mornings, the evenings, the thresholds, the ordinary days, every moment where faith is needed and words are hard to find. If this prayer helped you cross into something new today, leave a comment. Tell me one thing you are releasing and one thing you are believing for. Your answer is someone else's encouragement. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Make daily prayer the first thing before the day begins. Like this and share it with someone who needs a genuine fresh start, not just a new date, but a real beginning. Thank you for praying with me. He makes all things new. See you tomorrow.